Another lamp bearer. Aye, so it goes. Should you end up one of the few to earn a vestige, I'll tend to it, as I do, for whatever it's worth, and until I'm in the ground myself. The Hallowed Sentinels and Rogar will both show you horror enough, but nothing like what that lamp brings into view. And remember, you look into the shadows, might be the shadows look back. Mind yourself, Lamp-bearer. Whether you took up that light willingly or not, you're on a treacherous path. And forever's never as long as you think. Onwards you march, eh? I hope it's not for any kind of glory, because you won't find a sniff of that in Mondstadt. And certainly I hope it's not in the name of the Hallowed Sentinels, because take my word for it, they're no better than the Rogar. I've got many a scar to prove it. Whether you've embraced Umbral or struggle against it is none of my concern. Power is a sweet temptation, and the lamp will grant you that, sure enough. But don't confuse that with loyalty. Still, I'll not deny, I owe Umbral for giving me what it did. So the vestiges will be minded as long as I'm able. Name's Byron, by the way. I'll be around. Always am.
Hello, little friend. Do you want to play? I know some fun games. Are you hungry? What do you eat? You're smelly. Maybe I should give you a bath.
Where the hell's it gone? Whoever took it, I swear! This vestige, it marks where Katrin fell. She was a lamp-bearer like you. But far more than that, she was my love. I left a token here in her memory. A pendant I gave her a long time ago, and now it's gone! It's all I have left! Katrin and I were both Hallowed Sentinels. It's hard to imagine now. She was astounding. We fell in love, and we embraced what we had, even though the Order forbids it. And they found out and made sure we paid for our sin with agony. In the end, they thought we were dead. But it was only Katrin's heart stopped, and not for long, thanks to the Umbral lamp. But even as a lamp-bearer, eventually there came a day when she fell. And didn't rise again. I'll find the bastard who took that pendant. You find them first, you tell me. Understand? There'll be blood for this desecration.
I'm Winterberry. You're my first customer today. I don't get many. I've got nice things though. I like your lamp, but I know you won't trade it. A long time ago, I asked someone else who had a lamp like that if he'd trade it to me, and he called me a bad name and told me to go where he cut my head off. He was rude. There are lots of nasty people in Mornstead, but I'm quick and clever, and that's how I find so many amazing things to trade. I just found a necklace here in the mine, but you can't buy that. I'm keeping it for myself, because I love it so much. Have you seen any of my friends? They're a bit shy. They like to stay in the dark, but you can hear them. Well, they're not very friendly, but I still like knowing they're there. It means I'm not on my own.
The thief's naught but an umbral-afflicted girl. That lamp's rotted your brain. Does this place look like somewhere a child could survive? Oh, I suppose I've seen stranger things in my time. All right. If there's a chance that's the case, then when I find her, I'll stay my hand. At least long enough to be sure. If you're right about this, the thought of a poor girl down there alone in the dark, Katrin wouldn't have ignored such a plight, and she'd not see me do so either. I didn't expect to say it, but you were right about the girl. And to think I almost... Anyway, cooler heads prevailed, eh? And it's to you I owe that, so thank you. It took some doing, but I convinced her to stick with me, so I can keep an eye on her. I can't undo what's already been done to her, but she's just a child. She deserves some kind of a chance at life, at happiness. I'm probably an old fool for thinking I can help, but I have to try. Aye, after all that, I let her keep the pendant. Seeing how happy it makes her, well, I reckon it's in the right hands. Speaking of which, I want you to have this. I've never had any real use for it, if I'm honest, but it might do you some good. Whatever other choices you might make, Lambearer, you did right by the child. And me. Good luck.
Hello, Byron's friend. I like Byron. He's nice. He asked if I'd like to leave Mornstead and live somewhere safer. I asked him where, and he said he wasn't sure yet. But I said yes. Mornstead's not a very nice place. He says we'll go soon. It'll be an adventure. I can't wait to see all the pretty things out in the world. Byron says there's all kinds of beauty out there. Hello. I've got to shop. Bye-bye.
Byron. Byron. You passed out for a moment.
Oh, sorry. That bastard Tancred got a bit carried away during our last chat. But it's for what he's done to you that I'm gonna kill him.
Oh, forget about that. Do you regret it?
Regret what?
Us?
Oh, not for a single second. I wouldn't change a thing.
Not even the capture and the torture?
Aye. All right, maybe that.